Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your host, Jay, and you're watching the second installment of Imagine That. And on tonight's podcast, we're going to be talking about the good old P-DIDDY list and all the information on it. And we're going to find out if that dang thing is real or fake. Let's get into it. Welcome, everybody, to another second edition, if you will, when it comes to our segment called Imagine That. I appreciate all of you being here and being a part of this podcast. I very much appreciate it. As for tonight's show, as you guys can see in the title description, we're going to be talking about the list. And you know which one I'm talking about, the good old PD list, the one that's floating around over that internet right now. And we're going to break down all the details when it comes to that list. And we're going to find out the good old question, is it real or fake? And I got some interesting and shocking news for a lot of you that think it is. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So before we get into it, I do a thing called share screen. I put the data up on the screen for you all to see here tonight. So you guys can make your own assumption, if you will, of if this list is real or fake. Because obviously, you know me, and if you've been following me long enough, you know that I do facts instead of hype. And it only took me maybe, 15, 20 minutes to find out if this list that's floating around on the internet was real or fake. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Right now, I got a credible website I want to show you guys real quick. And it's quite shocking. It took me by surprise. Everybody's saying this list is real, this real, that. Well, you're going to find out just exactly what is and what isn't here tonight. So let's go ahead and get into the details for that right now. As you guys can tell and see on your screen, I hope you guys can see anyways. If not, let me know in the chat when this is uploaded. And keep in mind, guys, this is pre-recorded. This is not live. All right, so as you guys can tell, here it is. Here is good old Mr. P-DIDDY, the big freak himself. And as you guys know, he's currently locked up right now for some very heinous crimes. You know what that is. Let's go ahead and get into the facts here tonight and show you some of the information. All right, so there's a list going around right now, guys. I don't think this site's going to show you the list. If it does, I'll try to put it up on here. But this is a information and whatnot coming from Sports Skida. All right. Nonetheless, the information on this website is in the description of this video here tonight. Go check it out. So here it is. A so-called official list of party attendees. Some big players here, guys. For Sean Diddy Combs has gone viral on X following his arrest on sex trafficking charges. Yes, you heard that correctly. Here's some more. While many celebrities were rumored to attend his events, the document circulating online is not authentic. Are you surprised? Moving down the list here, guys. X user at, I think this is a 1M0O cool. Interesting name, took to the social networking site on October 3rd and tweeted, "They finally dropped P. Diddy's list. Enjoy because all of them are going to jail," this person said. The document included the names of various celebrities and politicians. And when this was dropped, everybody's like, what? All right, this is what happens when you spread false information. Can't stand it. But check this out, guys. Look at this stuff. It won't let me highlight it. Okay. It included Jay-Z, which I think some of you were probably surprised to hear that name and whatnot. Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez, Keanu West, Kim Kardashian. The list goes on and on. Look at all this. Come to find out that, again, this list of people, this is not real. I'm going to prove it to you guys tonight. Moving down real quick. So here's this tweet. Here's the list. Everything marked in yellow. You can't see it. I cannot enlarge it any more than it is. It says here, this is the list that's being dropped. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is fake. All right? Are you surprised? Let me know your guys' thoughts and whatnot in the comment section once this is uploaded. But this is the list. It says here, the tweet that included the document had amazed nearly 3 million views at the time of writing this article. Okay? Amazing. Although the document looked realistic, it is worth noting that it is not authentic, and unidentified Neeson has created a fake list. All right? So the bigger question I have before I go any further with this podcast tonight, guys, is why do people have to continue to spread fake narratives, fake information, fake agendas, etc., etc.? Why do people do this? The only answer that comes to my mind is clout, money, clicks, views, likes, subs. Because the more you get, the more money you get. That's the only thing I can think of. Plus, it stirs up a major controversial. And it makes everybody, it gives, I guess, a talking point. You guys have heard me say time and time again on this podcast, I'm real, not fake when it comes to data and whatnot. And the problem I have with this is what makes my job harder and others, because we got people like this dropping fake information until the real stuff comes out. To be honest with you guys, I feel like it's deja vu over again when it comes to this and Jeffrey Epstein's list. Yeah, you heard that absolutely correct too. We were promised, believe it or not, guys, that we're going to see Mr. Epstein's list of people that were on his island, on that plane, etc., etc. We were promised through the courts. And unfortunately, we still have not seen that list. So our own government, our own courts, and the judges and everything else lied to us. Surprised? I'm not. So this is where we're at with it. So going down this site some more, again, all information, guys, in this podcast is going to be in the description. It says this, the document consisting of party attendees of Diddy's is not real. There it is, proof in the pudding. Facts. But people evidently don't care about facts. People don't care about truth. People care more about the hype and the bullshit that goes along with it. Why? Because it sells. X community notes called for basically the tweet a lie. They also confirmed that an official list was not released by law enforcement or established news outlets. Bingo. See, there you go. The community note read. So again, people are, I guess, losing patience. They want the list now, and they don't want to wait for law enforcement or the courts or a judge to release it. Yeah. Again, here's some more information, guys, to back up my claim here tonight, and I hope you guys appreciate this podcast. This is a lie, it says right here. There has been no official Diddy list to drop, nor will anyone here listed be going to jail. Surprised? At most, regarding a list, Tony Busby recently said some more powerful people could be revealed that are connected to this. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised on that, but we're going to wait until this plays out to see the real list. and who's on this and who's not. And here's some more information. Hence, it's safe to say that the list consisting of Diddy's party goers is not real. So again, there it is again in black and white. So what's your guys' take on this? This is the reason why I do these shows, to bring awareness and whatnot to the table. I think it's important that we get this kind of stuff out there for obvious reasons. It's important that we put real facts and information out there, because then once we have the real information, then we know. But when we sit there and put out fake information, then it causes more problems than it's worth. But to the person that uploads it and puts it out there, he don't care. As long as he makes his money, he don't give a shit. That's where I have the problem. So, again, folks, I wanted to get on here real quick for this podcast, for this Imagine That segment or Imagine That episode, and put out the facts. You can't make this stuff up. All right? You just can't. But unfortunately, some people like to make up stuff for clout. And I'll say it again, and I will continue to say it. I do not have any respect whatsoever when it comes to people doing clout chasing. Earn your clout, if you want to use that word. Earn it. Go out and get your own facts, do your own research, so it makes it not as hard for anybody else. Like tonight, before I did this podcast, I took 5-10 minutes of my time to find out, again, if this information is real or hype. Come to find out, shocking news, it turned out to be fake. It just goes to show where people's mindset's at. Nobody cares about truth or facts or anything else of the such. All they care about is money. I get so sick and tired, ladies and gentlemen, of the issues at hand. What causes this in the first place? I hate it. It makes my job harder to decipher what's real, what's not. You know, I like to know who's on these lists too. I'm still patiently waiting for, like I said earlier, Epstein's list. Supposedly it's out there. Are we ever going to see it? No, probably not. And we all know why. But guys, listen. Some more information real quick before I bounce out of here. I want to let you guys know one thing. First things first. All of this Diddy thing, just like the Epstein crap, all of this P-Diddy stuff is nothing but a distraction. Okay? I want you guys to keep that in mind as we plug along here through the rest of this year and however long this takes to this whole thing gets squashed. But this is a distraction. All right? And I don't want to say this is political, but man, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out to be. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to go ahead and cut it for tonight's podcast for this segment of Imagine That. If you guys have show ideas and you want me to come up on this podcast here and talk about whatever show idea that you may have, please let us know right now at our email, voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Again, voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. I want you guys to get involved more, contact us, let us know what you want to hear or see, or if you have some personal issues that you need to address and you need my help when it comes to you, possibly your locked up loved one, if you have one, or something prison related, we're here to help. Now, keep in mind, guys, if I cannot, for whatever reason, help you, I will steer you in the right direction and find that help for you. We all work together as a team, and I'm very pleased and happy and honored to have this team that I have here from Inside Out Network. I love and respect every single one of you guys. I really do. You guys are putting in the work. You guys are doing your fair share. You're holding your own weight, and I appreciate you for it. This podcast is just going to go up from here. And we're going to have some very special guests, some very interesting shows, and all of that right here in our studios from Inside Out. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bounce out of here. I appreciate every single one of you. Again, contact us for whatever the reason is, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Voices from insideout@gmail.com. Again, make sure you spell it the way you just heard it, or otherwise I won't get it, and then I won't be able to contact you. All right? So let's work together as a team, and let's continue to expose the corruption inside of our prisons, and of course, obviously, all of this fake other stuff that's going around on the internet too as well. Enough's enough. It's time to wake up, people, and do your own homework and figure out what's real and what's not. Okay? We don't need any more bullshit that's going on in this country. Wait for the list and then go from there. All right? Stop putting out fake ass information. It does not help the situation at all. I'm your host, Jay. I will see you guys on another segment called Imagine That. Good night, everybody.